Imagine an AI that could talk to your customer or lead as soon as they submit the form. Fully automated, no manual work. So let me show you a demo. So this is the landing page of Tutsi, which I created for the demo purpose only. So in the bottom, if you scroll, we can see there is a book your appointment form. So as soon as I fill this form, let me fill my full name, my email address, my phone number. And when I click the button, I'll get the call. So as you can see, we get the message. Thanks. We'll get in touch shortly. So let's wait. And yeah, it's coming. So as you can see, I'm getting the call. So my phone is connected on the stand, but the iPad is connected. So I'm getting a call over here. So fast it is. So let me pick it.
Hi, Lakshit Ukani. This is Aisha calling from Tutsi Clinic. You submitted a form for a dental consultation, just reaching out to help schedule that. Is now a good time?
Yeah, it's a good time.
Great. Just to confirm, you have your name as Lakshit Ukani and you're interested in dental care, right?
Yeah, correct.
All right, thanks for confirming. Can I ask where you're located or the area you'll be coming from? Just so we can check clinic availability nearby.
So I'm located in Mumbai.
Got it, Mumbai. And what kind of dental issue are you currently dealing with? It could be pain, cleaning, braces, or even just a checkup.
It's kind of a normal checkup.
That makes sense. When would you be able to visit the clinic? Please mention a specific day and the time that works for you, like Monday at 4 p.m. or Saturday morning around 11.
Does tomorrow 3 p.m. works?
Thanks so much, Lakshit Ukani. We've scheduled your appointment. You'll get a confirmation message shortly. Looking forward to seeing you at 2. Take care.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, thank you. So as you can see, the meeting has also been scheduled in the Google Calendar, and in the Google Sheet, the entry has been also made. So this AI agent works wonderfully when you are sleeping, you're doing other works. Just leads, fill the form, and you get the call. So today's video, we are going to learn this thing. If you are excited to learn this, please press the subscribe button and let's get started. So this video will be divided into 2 parts. So in the first part, we'll learn how to set up the AI voice agent. In the second part, using N10, we are going to set up our workflow. So let's get started with the part 1. So to set up the AI voice agent, we are going to use the Retail AI. So as you can see, the OpenAI and Retail has done the partnership. So this Retail AI is an amazing tool which they have created for the voice AI agent. So complete the sign up, then you will see the page like this. So don't worry, we are not going to pay anything right now. So in the bottom, you can see you will get some kind of a free credit, which is enough for the trial purpose. And as you can see, I still have the free trial, 8.17 credits are remaining. And if you see my call history, I have done so many different calls over here for the trial purpose, but still I have the free credits. So we'll go to agents and we'll click on the create an agent. We need a voice agent. So now there are different type of agent types, but for this tutorial, we are going to go with a single prompt agent because this is simple to create and this is perfect for our need. So we'll click on create, and now you can choose from different model. For our needs, we'll be going with the GPT 4.1 mini with the default tier, and there are different models over here. Whichever suits you, you can go with that, but go with kind of mini and 4.1. They are more natural, and don't go with Nano. I know it might be intimidating because of the cheap price, but it does not work that well. So we'll go with the 4.1 mini. Okay. And now for the voice, you can choose different voices over here. You can just click on the play icon.
Hi, I'm Adrian, your friendly virtual helper, always here to make your daily tasks easier and stress-free. What would you like assistance with today?
Yeah. So like that, you can click on the play button and you can hear the voice. You can choose any of the voice, but for me, as I'm Indian, I'll go with the Indian voice, kind of a Monica. That suits for better purpose.
Good day,
So I'll click on
I'm
it.
Monica, your
Thank
digital
you.
assistant,
Use the
ready to
voice.
navigate through challenges and streamline your day.
Okay. Yeah. So we have that voice. And now for the language purpose, there are multiple languages over here. So for me, I want to support the Hindi language and the English language and multiple language. So for that, I can choose the multi-language over here. So in this, in the right hand side, you can see the languages support. There is English, there is Spanish, French, German, and Hindi. These both are the main language for me, English and Hindi. So I'm choosing that multilingual. Okay. So once I have that, so now I need to have a prompt which will be the main brain of this AI agent. So to get the prompt, so you can go to my school community in the classroom, then YouTube resource, then you will see one with the heading Retail AI outbound call with N10, and there is a whole prompt over here. So don't worry, I'll break down the whole prompt, not to worry. So let me copy it, open the agent and paste it over here. So now this is the whole brain. So I'll do the save. So now what we are telling, so in the role, we are saying that you are Aisha. So we are giving the name to the agent. You are a friendly or professional voice agent from Tutsi Clinic. You can give your company name over here. Okay. So I'm using the Tutsi and calling patient who submitted a request through an online form. Okay. Now then we are telling the objective, what the objective of this call is. The objective of the call is to collect the information. Then we are giving some behavioral rule, how they should behave while the calling. Okay, then we are all seeing some kind of a script prompt that first start with the introduction, that who you are. So hi name, don't worry, this curly braces means the variable. This variable we are getting from the form they submitted. Okay, so I'll tell you how to get this variable information. Hi Lakshit, this is Aisha from Tutsi Clinic. You have submitted a form for dental consultation. So this is a script we are giving him. Okay, so now as you can see, we are saying wait for the answer. There could be multiple possibility. I could have said no. So at that time, it could have answered no problem at all. When would be the better time for me to call back to you? So see how it is asking the user, if you are not available right now, when can we call like a normal human? So after that, they're asking, is it a good time to call? Okay. Then after that, they're asking for the detail. The first detail they're asking is the location from where you are. Okay. Then the dental concern that you are having, it could be pain, cleaning, braces, or even just a normal checkup. Then the preferred time when they would like to schedule a meeting. Okay. So we are getting the preferred time. Okay, then there is a normal kind of information we are doing, and then once we have all the information, the location, concern, preferred time, then you were telling to trigger a function. Okay, so don't worry, I'll tell you how what this function is and everything. Okay, then at the end it is saying thank you so much. Okay, we have scheduled your appointment. You will get a confirmation message shortly. So this is a whole script which we are giving to the agent. Now this is a script which we wrote over here. So in the right hand side, the function you can see we don't have any function, but in the script you might have seen that we are telling to call trigger a function appointment booking. So we'll be creating this function. Okay, how does this function work? So I'll come over here whenever we are setting up the N10. Okay, so there is a one function over here which is called as end call. So using this end call function, the agent knows when to end the call. Okay, so we can write. Okay, so I'll save it. So you could have added some knowledge base from your company. There could be some FAQs, some kind of other information, so that agent can answer that information. Okay, there is a speech setting. Just if you want, you can play around with it. So or otherwise you can keep it a default as well. Okay, so there is a kind of a translation setting over here. So we don't need kind of a translation. And there is a call setting. So it says that when should the timeout should happen. Then end call and silence. So it is saying that if the user is not speaking for 10 minutes, then end the call. I think this is too much, because if you keep it like this and your agent is running, so the 10-minute charges will happen. So I think it would be kind of 30 seconds, I couldn't say. If for 30 seconds user is not speaking anything, then end the call. Okay, then max call duration is kind of 1 hour. I don't think so your agent is going to speak for 1 hour to any kind of a user. So according to preference, for me, I'm keeping it kind of a let's say 4 minute. I think that would be better. I think my script doesn't take more than 2 minutes, but for a safer side, I'm keeping 4 minutes. Then pause before speaking. This duration can be according to the call. Okay. Then ring duration. So how long for the ring should have happened? Like tring kind of a thing. Okay. So ring duration is kind of 30 seconds. I think that's default is proper. Post call analysis. If you want, we can get the post call analysis as well. Then security fallback, keep it normal. In webhook setting, I think there is nothing required. So I think this is all the setting. You can play around with the setting and you will come to know more about it. So we'll come to function in the later part of video. Okay, so once we have all this thing, don't worry, to test this functionality, we have a function over here. There is a test LLM over here, and we can go for a manual chat. So in the right hand side, you can see there is only a name information over here. So while shooting the video, I came to know there is only name information, but we require email address and the phone number as well. Okay, so phone number to call the person and email address to schedule the meeting. And this all information we are getting when we are submitting the form. So for that, you can come over here and add this line over here. I'll add this line in my school community as well. But yeah, so we are seeing the agent that this is the information the user has submitted. Okay, so now over here, let me add this thing, phone underscore number, then email underscore ID. Okay, save it, and I'll save it with the information. This is the information we are filling, but you don't have to fill it manually. This will come automatically when the user submit the form. For the testing purpose, I am filling it manually. Okay, and save. Yeah. And one more thing, in the left hand side, you can see welcome message. So it is saying the user initiate the call. If I'm getting the outbound call, it is default that the person who is calling will speak first. So we'll keep it kind of AI initiate. Okay, so we'll do it. And now we'll come over here. Yeah. So now as you can see, we are getting the first initiation from the AI agent. It is saying, hi Lakshit, this is Aisha calling from Tutsi Clinic. So whatever we submitted over here. So we can say it is a good time now. We can say yes. So as you can see, just to confirm, we have your name is Lakshit. You are interested in dental care. You can say yes. So like this, you can just chat with him, and this is the same conversation which will happen while doing the call. So once everything is done, you can just publish it. So now we need this AI agent for the outbound call. So I'll click over here, an outbound phone number, and then we need to select the phone number which is connected with the retail AI. So if you don't know how to connect the phone number with Retell AI, you can watch the video in the I button in which I have shown how you can connect the phone number with the Retell AI so that the agent can use that number. Okay, then I'll publish it. But since I already have the number, so it not allowing. But yeah, so once this is done, all the work over here is done. Just function callings remaining. I'll come to that. Okay, so now it's time to go to the N10. So the people who don't know what is N10, so N10 is a low-code AI automation tool which help you automate your everyday task. Once you are in this page, you can find this link in my description. Okay, so you can do the sign in. So once you have done the sign in, you will see the similar page like this. So come over here and click on create workflow. So now we need the first step. So the first step is a trigger. So what is trigger? Trigger is like what action should happen in order to start this workflow. Okay, so we need one of the action. So our action is kind of we are getting the data. So from where we'll be getting the data? So we'll getting the data from this appointment booking. So this triggers the API call. So API call in this workflow is known as kind of a webhook. So we'll set up the webhook. So as you can see, we'll get this URL over here. So for this demo purpose, as I told you, I have created this landing page over here, and this is the whole code. So I won't be going to the whole coding part and everything because this is not the purpose of the video. But if you want the code which I'm using over here, you can go to my school community, and in the resource part, you can see there is a landing page. You can download the zip and you can run it. This is a normal HTML page. Okay. Also, if you don't want to do this whole HTML stuff and everything, what you can do, you can just click on the plus icon over here, search for form. So we have an N10 form over here, and we need a trigger. So we'll create our own form over here. Okay. So let's come over here. Let's give the form title is kind of dental lead information. Okay. And we need the form element. So we need name, phone number, and email ID. So for that, we'll write over here kind of name. It will be text field, user name. This is a required field. We'll add another form element which will be kind of email ID. This will be also a text field. Email ID would be kind of a email field. Email. This is also required. And then we require phone number. So we'll write phone number. This would be number field, phone number. It's also a required field. So now whenever you click on the execute step over here, so the form will get open over here. So as you can see, this is the same form which we are using over there. Just we want to get the information. So I'll fill my information. Lakshit, then email ID, then phone number. Okay, and then I'll do the submit. So now after the submit, as you can see, all the information we can see over here. So I'll pin it so I don't have to fill the form again and again when I execute it. So I'll just delete this part for now. So once that is done, so now we need to call the user. So to calling the user, this is the official API documentation of the Retell AI. Using over here, you can see there is a post method which is called as create phone call. So we have a call command over here. So we'll click on the copy icon over here. We'll go to N10. We click on the plus icon and we'll find for the HTTP request. So now we can import the curl over here and I'll paste it. So now all the information is been reflecting over here. So now we need the API token over here. So for the API token, go to Retell AI, go to dashboard. There is a key over here. Click on key, create a new key, API key, N10 test 2. Let's create it. Now we have the key over here. I can just copy the key, go to N10 and instead of token, paste this key. Okay, so once you have done this thing, so now let's come to the main part over here where is JSON. Let's make it big. So now in JSON we can see there is a two number, there is a agent ID and everything. Okay, so I'll tell you everything one by one. So now this form number is the number from which we are going to call. This is the same number which you connected through the Twilio or someplace else which we have in the Retell. So if I go to the Retell, so there is a phone number over here. Click on that. This is a number which I have connected. So I'll copy this number, go to N10, I'll paste this number over here. This two number is the number which we have to call. We'll get this number from the form. Okay, so I'll keep the plus 91 over here and drag and drop the phone number. Okay, and now we need this agent ID. So for this getting this agent ID, go to Retell AI, go to agent. So you can see you will be having the agent over here. So mine is this. Copy over here. You can see there is agent ID over here. Just copy this agent ID. Go to N10 and paste this agent ID over here. Okay, so once that is done, so delete this agent version. This version is kind of whenever you publish, there is publish sign over here. So whenever you publish the new version, the new version is getting created. So if you keep this version number, it will always pick the first version which was there. But if you remove it, it will always pick the latest version. Okay. So now there is nothing to add over here. So variable name. So this name. So in the Retell AI, you can see we were getting the name, phone number, and email ID. So how we were getting? So we were getting through the N10. So whenever we're calling this API, we have to pass this all information. So we'll pass this name, then we have to pass phone underscore number, then we have to pass email underscore ID. Okay, so we're passing all this information. So we'll just drag and drop. We'll drag and drop the email ID. We'll drag and drop the phone number over here. And also the name. So this is how voice agent comes to know what is the name, phone number, and email ID. So when you're doing the API call, we're passing that all information. And we don't need this as well. So remove it. So now this all thing is done. So now if I execute the step, as you can see, it is giving success, and as you can see, I'm getting the call. I'll cut it now for now. Yeah. So this is working perfectly fine. And also if you want to see, let me cut it. Yeah, I have cut the call. So now if you want to see in the retail AI, you can go back in the call history. We can see the whole duration, what this is the earlier information, but you can see all the information over here. If I click on it, you can also see what conversation has happened between the agent and user as well in detail. Okay, so this is all information we are getting. So now once we have all this information, it's time to collect information from the voice agent and send back to Anytime. Okay, so for that, which I was saying earlier, we need to create the function. So I'll go to agent, the agent which we are using. So in the function side, so I already created over here. So we need to create the new function. I just click on it. Now we'll just give the name. So I have given the appointment name over here. Just give the description what we are going to do. So we can say call this when user wants to book an appointment. And now we need this API endpoint. So for that, go to Anytime. Now click on the plus icon again and search for webhook. Now, whatever URL we are getting from here, we need to get this URL. Change HTTP method to post because we need to receive some data from retail AI. So I'll click on post. Okay. And now once it is done, we'll go to the retail. Let me copy this URL, go to retail and paste it over here. Okay. So we have the URL over here. So now keep everything as default. Now in the parameters part, click on the form. This is the part where we send all the information. So just write email ID, which we are getting from the user, name, the preferred time where they want to schedule the meeting, the location from where they are coming, the concern that they are having. Okay, just add all this information over here and just update it. And now once you have done the update, now whenever we get the information from user, we'll pass it to Anytime. So let me save it everything. Let me come to Anytime. Let me start the event listen. Okay, so let's do the test step. I'll click on manual. All information is set. Let me add email underscore ID, enter value, something, save. So let's do this. Yes. Now it is asking me from where I'm coming from. So I'll say Mumbai. Now you can see for what I'm coming for. Let me say braces. Now it'll ask me the time when I'm available. So I can say like tomorrow 3 p.m. Let me send it. So now as you can see over here, we can see that tool invocation has happened. So they have called the appointment booking tool, and then we are saying thank you, we have scheduled your appointment. So if you go to Anytime, so now as you can see in the Anytime side, we have received the information. If I close this, and over here we can see we have received the Lakshit tomorrow 3 p.m. Mumbai braces. So all the information which we are seeing to AI agent, we are receiving in the Anytime. Now we need to schedule the meeting, enter this information inside the Google Sheet. So for that, we'll come over here, click on the AI agent. Now we'll click on the user define below. And now we need user message. So for the user message, we'll paste this information. If I expand it, we are seeing this is the user input. This is the name, preferred time, email ID, and current time. Okay, so now also we need to specify the system message to give the more information. So for that, paste this prompt over here. Okay, you'll find this prompt inside my school community. Okay, so this is the prompt which we are seeing that you are a calendar assistant. Your responsibility include creating, getting, deleting the event in the user calendar. Okay, these are the rules and everything. So once it is done, so now we need to create the tool. So for that, if we see come over here, there is a tool over here. We click on the plus icon. We'll search for the Google Calendar. And now connect with the account. It's a simple thing. Just click on create new credential. Now you can do the sign in with Google and your account will be connected. Okay, so once that is done, so now we need to create the event. So for that, your operation will be create, select the calendar. Now start time and everything. By default, it is saying now, but we want start time according to the user they have said. So we'll click on the plus icon so that the model can automatically define, and also the end time. Okay, and now we need to add the attendees. So for that, we'll click on the field, click on the attendance. So accordingly, whatever email ID is coming, it will add over here. And also we need to give the title to the calendar. So for that, we click on add field, click on summary, and then it is done. So everything is done. So now we need to add the chat model. So for that, you can use the OpenAI. If you don't know how to connect the OpenAI, it's a very simple. The icon, you can see the video. Everything is done. So I'll just run it. So now as you can see, everything has been done. If I go to Google Calendar, we had said that we would connect the meeting at tomorrow 3 p.m. If I go, already I had created the earlier meeting. So another meeting has been created. So that's the good news. Everything is done. And now we need to make an entry inside the Google Sheet. So for that, we'll click on the plus icon. We click on Google Sheet. We need to append a row, connect the Google Sheet account, same way, sign in with Google, account will be connected. Just create a Google Sheet. and enter the column as name, email ID, location, concern, preferred time. Then select the document. It will have only one sheet. Then we need to add all this information. Okay. So from the webhook, if we go, so inside this webhook, inside this body, we can see we have this name, we have this preferred time, we have this location, we have this concern, and the email ID I think so will come from this call part. Yeah, email ID over here, and I'll just do the execute step, and the data has been added over here. So you can see that's easy how it is to connect the retail AI and the anytime. I hope you like the video because this takes a lots of time to do the research and bring such videos for you. It will be great if you could like the button and press the subscribe button. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, take care.